At Paragon Innovations, we focus on the detailed design of your next generation product. We do the CAD drawings, we write the software, we do the schematics, and all those technical things to make your design come true. If this was like building a home, it would be the architect. So they draw up the house plans and floor plans. That's what this phase is. In this phase, we make all kinds of decisions about which components to use. This camera imager or this camera imager. This Wi-Fi chip or this Wi-Fi chip. All these have to be decided during this phase. And all the materials, plastics, metal, enclosure. We take into consideration weight and cost and size. At Paragon, we design products. This is the big part of what we do, the detailed design of your product. This involves doing schematic capture, PC board layout, SolidWorks mechanical design, and software development. All these things rolled up into one make your product. And this is a big portion of the overall project. And at Paragon and any other engineering group, we take great pride in this, and there's a lot of details that have to be taken care of. This is where we pick components, fasteners, and everything to make your product. And there's a lot of choices to be made. Do we use this video camera sensor or this video camera sensor? Do we use this Wi-Fi module or this Wi-Fi module? All these decisions have to be made here in this phase of the project. And they all have different aspects of the project in mind, such as system or business. For example, a business decision is maybe we need to have a high-performance Wi-Fi chip. And so we need to get one of the fastest, bestest chips. On the other hand, that's more expensive. And on the engineering side, we may want to get one that is more easily integrated with our microprocessor that we pick. And so that's a technical decision. And sometimes they counter each other between business and engineering. It's therefore all the more important that the engineering group work with the customer, the business people, to understand which is the right decision to move forward. This part of the project is the phase where we most integrate and most work with our customer. At the end of this phase is where we're going to have a critical design review. This is like the big day. This is when we all come together and review this detailed design, and we go over every last detail. Now, it's important because if we get to this point and there's a change, we can make it now. But if we don't make it now, it becomes very expensive and time-consuming later. Think about this phase as like the architect's designing a house. And we've gone to a lot of trouble to pick out the carpet and the faucets and everything in your house. And then suddenly we have a design review and we move on and we pour the foundation. Well, as soon as we pour the foundation, we're stuck with the design. It's very costly to go back and change. Just like a foundation, you can't go back and move a faucet over 6 inches after the fact. Very expensive. I urge you, when you're doing a critical design review with your customer, to pay close attention, get the documents in advance, go over them, and ask any question you can think of to make sure that you get everything answered so that as you move into the prototype phase, everything goes smoothly. So the first aspect of the detailed design is your industrial design. The industrial design of a product is whereby we look at the touch and feel of the product, how you interact with the device. Is it touchscreen? Is there buttons? Is it big? Is it small? How does it feel in color? All those things make up the industrial design of your product. That's what makes one cellular phone very different from another cellular phone often, is that look and feel, even though they both may be Android or both may be an iPhone. Once the industrial design is complete, then we move forward into the rest of the design process. During the industrial design process, it is often very helpful to have non-working models or sample or 3D printed examples of your idea for people to touch and hold and really get an understanding. And at Paragon, we have those technologies and those products. We've got 3D printers from SLA to FDM, etc., so that we can make those products look and feel so you can touch them and complete your industrial design phase. And now that we've completed the detailed design phase, we're going to move on to the prototype phase, where now we get down to making the prototype so that we have something to look at and play with.